This is a world where exquisite cuisine coexists with luxury and extravagance. Let's explore the fascinating life of a private chef to billionaires in this riveting feature. Get ready to travel beyond the ordinary to a place where top-notch cuisine and the exclusive atmosphere of the ultra-wealthy converge. We lift the veil on the incredible behind-the-scenes life of a culinary prodigy, from creating exquisite dishes that tease their sophisticated palates to designing unforgettable dining experiences. This is Luxury Prima. Earning six figures and living in a lavish home on a vast estate with month-long all-inclusive vacations exist. As a private chef or a billionaire, it's more than just private cooking for the wealthiest in the world. It actually entails a lot of obligations, like occasionally getting up at 1 a.m. to bake your boss some muffins. However, there are several advantages, including private jets, cruising on a yacht, receiving presents and bonuses worth thousands of dollars, and so much more. What's it like to cook for the world's top on a daily basis? Let's investigate a private chef's life to find out. It's not always easy to work at a bustling Michelin-starred restaurant. On average, a Michelin-starred chef makes $105,000 annually, or $50 an hour. Entry-level positions start at $77,000 per year, while those experienced workers make up to $137,000 a year. Working in these kinds of settings entails long workdays and never-ending stress. Some people adore it, while others would prefer to do less work for a single, crucial client and earn so much more. Chefs who formerly worked in upscale restaurants and entered the world of private cooking earn between $101,000 to $138,000 annually. Their pay varies depending on how often they cook, how big the family is, and whether there are any special occasions. But take note, these chefs also get to work in a luxurious environment. They get to enjoy boats, private jets, and opulent holidays. Additionally, private chefs can anticipate receiving some very significant tips from clients, about $100 on average per individual. As a chef, private free trips are also possible. The majority of chefs receive at least 1 month's worth of paid time off each year, along with a round-trip ticket to the location of their choice. Therefore, the benefits are undoubtedly advantageous. But how much effort and preparation is required to be entrusted with the world's wealthiest people's meals? Let's find out. In Hyde Park, New York, is where we can find the Culinary Institute of America, the most renowned culinary school in the United States. A culinary arts degree can cost as much as $21,000 each semester. The Hyde Park Institute concentrates on teaching students diverse cooking techniques, identifying and sourcing the best ingredients, and even dealing with harsh clients with elegance and charisma. As you might expect, the school's costs are on the higher end, but in order to be welcomed into a billionaire's home, you'll need more than just a degree. If you want to land this job, one must have prior experience in the business world and private services. The majority of employers will also need you to include a few extras on your resume, such as a first aid certificate. You must enroll in the $1,000 STCW 95 class if you intend to work on a yacht, a 5-day safety training that covers social responsibility at sea, first aid, firefighting, and marine survival. To get the job, you must have charisma. You cannot be combative or confrontational because you will have to deal with some rude guests, and you must respect your boss's privacy. You will also need to become fairly adept at travel, since you will be expected to change languages and currencies while trying to gather all your ingredients. You must be able to manage all your obligations. And there are so many of them. There are high expectations for a private chef. If their employer has enough faith in them, private chefs occasionally have the ability to select the daily menus. Some employees have unlimited control over their boss's diet, whilst others must cope with picky bosses who insist on having their meals sliced or served in a certain way. Here are some duties of a private chef. Cooking is obviously part of the job. Producing a daily menu, planning, and executing each meal in a timely manner, as well as providing buffet-style meals for the other staff, taking inventory, cleaning, establishing an order list, accepting orders, or grocery shopping. Additionally, these chefs had to make sure to plan the dinner for the following day while taking into account what had already been prepared that week, whether or not meals will be served indoors or outside based on the weather, and whether or not visitors are likely to drop by. Some chefs must be alright with not seeing their families quite frequently. Being required to travel by those long business trips could mean spending several months away from loved ones. Some chefs even have to live on the land owned by their employers, but they can do so in luxury. Yacht gigs are also quite challenging. While some chefs are recruited particularly for yacht trips, others sail aboard boats with their employers. This typically entails getting on a plane 2 to 48 hours after receiving the call in order to meet your employer and join the boat. Supper is served in 3 courses by the butler and his staff and includes an appetizer, an entree, and a sauce on the side. Dessert is included, of course. If you're thinking, what must private chefs prepare the most? Well, Wagyu beef, truffles, and rarities like caviar are favorites of the wealthy. So are preserved foods like prosciutto. Employers frequently send their chefs as well to private classes to learn how to prepare their preferred bread or other meals that require a little specialized knowledge. Some other favorites are creme brulee, the finest sushi and seafood, and an abundance of fresh fruit. Additionally, chefs must become accustomed to using pricey items that only the wealthy can buy. Kobe beef, which costs $50 per ounce or $4,000 for 5 pounds. Black ivory coffee, which costs $1,000 per pound. Densuke black watermelons, which cost $250 each. Or even the more pricey Yubari king melon, the pinnacle of luxury fruit, which costs $200 each, are some examples. Another favorite is caviar, which sells at an unbelievable $35,000 for a tiny 2.3-pound jar. White truffles cost up to $300 per ounce. The infamous celebrity chef Michael Harwood once revealed in an interview that he had to leave his employer's megaboat in Tahiti to walk into the island with a machete in order to locate fresh pineapple. He has visited homes all around the world as a private chef. His culinary experience is as diverse as it is exotic, ranging from mountainside resorts in Switzerland to super yachts in the Mediterranean. His passion for genuine European cuisine always comes through in his straightforward and uncomplicated style of cooking. He spent many years working in Italy and France. Michael has an impressive clientele of wealthy and well-known people, thanks to his enthusiasm for delicious meals. Another well-known private chef, Chef Dean Harper, who's worked with high-net-worth individuals and Premier League football players, told GQ in an interview that he once had his employer wake him up at 1 a.m. to prepare champagne, truffles, and caviar canapes for a guest who had just arrived. For him, though, being a private chef is more lucrative. He also mentioned that nobody is watching your back, the hours are better, and it's quiet when you live in a private home. It's your food and your menu. You get to work with incredible products, and you can truly show off your abilities. It meets every requirement for a chef. As we bring this extraordinary journey to a close, we hope you've found a newfound appreciation for the artistry, dedication, and sheer passion that goes into being a private chef for billionaires. From creating culinary masterpieces that transcend taste to witnessing the luxurious world of the ultra-rich, it's been a privilege to share this captivating glimpse into their extraordinary lives. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more captivating content. Until next time, keep savoring life's flavors and aspiring to reach new heights of culinary excellence. Thank you for joining us on this remarkable adventure.